how do you retain talent, and that could again go beyond compensation, right? The other one is how do you make the most of these talent, like are they working in the most efficient ways, right? Where if your processes are more efficient, if your tech is more efficient, you're kind of making the best use of the talent that you have, right? So keeping both of these things in mind, like how is Vahura Consulting again helping the law firm bridge this gap and kind of make the most of their talent?
The one area that we have been working extensively for the past 13 years is the foundational elements. At the end of the day, most of the law firms are a partnership, which means you have different personalities coming together, different leadership personas coming together. And if that foundation is not, stable, the firm cannot be stable. So that's the first element that we support law firms in, which is to bring in a good partnership structure and a good governance model. Making the rules of the game clear, because at the end of the day, you can think of a law firm leadership like, some of the critical players in a football team. Now, for a football team to work well, you need to know what is your collective win like, that goal at the end of, what they're all working towards, clarity in terms of roles, and how to pass the ball to each other, and that aspect is very important. So that's what we bring in a partnership structure, which is how do you think about growth, collective growth, and how cascade it and so on, and also the governance model. That's very important. Now, once you have a good foundation, you need to think about your go-to market. You need to think about why the world outside would want to work with you. So there's a lot of branding and visibility elements that needs to be looked into. So that's an area that we have advised in terms of how to build a good go-to-market strategy, which could also include areas of mergers and options to work collaboratively with other folks. Because Vahura has predominantly been in the recruitment space, that's an area that we help firms to kind of create the right collaboration models with other firms, and then building a good talent strategy. So we call it the total rewards framework, which is looking at the kind of talent that you need. It's a starting point, but also looking at what that talent needs from a workplace and how do you create a win-win model. Like, for instance, we were working with a firm and we realized that the associates who are coming into the firm wants to constantly upskill themselves, and so we realized that it's important for that firm to have a very robust knowledge management system where they are able to see the precedents, the some of the work that the firm has done in the past, why they took certain positions, and also at the same time an important mentoring mechanism, which the firm was doing, but it was not realizing that it's such a unique aspect of that firm. So over there, what we did was we organized it better. Mentoring system between the senior associate and the associates was created a little bit more organically, but at the same time, it was designed to create that value for that element. When we started talking to senior associates, we realized that they are so involved in your day-to-day matters, but they do understand that for them to go up the value chain, they need to be better in business development. They need to be focusing on creating their personal brand values and so on. And there also you need that upskilling, that hand holding to happen. So that's where the creating these rituals, rhythms, design elements within the firm to make it into a more organic place of work, and where there is higher level of satisfaction, there is higher level of talent moving through ranks, but in a more structured manner of sorts.